emphasize the importance of proper nutrition, proper health, proper diet, and over the years we've always recommended different types of health supplements for people that have been suffering from different types of health conditions. And this is something, of course, that we've done on Lifewave Connect to say, okay, if you are using the glutathione patch, you should be taking an N-acetylcysteine supplement to make sure that you have the precursor to make glutathione. So we've made these recommendations for years. So it seemed just to make sense that if we were going to offer a nutrition line or nutritional products, which our community has asked for many times over the years, that we should do this in such a way that it would be completely unique to Lifewave and complementary to our patch products.
Absolutely, continuing with that portfolio design philosophy of making sure that they're all connected, providing all the needs that we have. So was there a personal kind of aha moment or problem that you were trying to solve beyond just bringing that into the portfolio?
So the answer is a little bit different for the morning formula versus the evening formula. So the morning formula was specifically designed to pair up with any of our Lifewave patches. So the idea was that regardless of which patch you would use, that if you use the morning formula, you have the nutrition that you need to take best advantage of that specific patch. On the evening formula, though, the design methodology was a little bit different. The type of things that I was thinking about is what are the type of environments that people are sleeping in today. We're being bombarded by Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. People are watching their computer screens, their cell phones, and so now today people are having a very difficult time relaxing and falling asleep. So we obviously have products like Eon for stress reduction, which works great for sleep, or of course Silent Nights and Alavita. So the idea was that let's put together this evening formula to help people get into a state of relaxation that will optimize the effects of one of the patches that they would use for sleep. So that's why we included nutrients like magnesium, taurine, nattokinase for improving circulation. But the evening formula has many health benefits beyond just simply relaxation.
It does, and it's been incredible to see through tests, through some of the sampling, a lot of the incredible stories come in from people who've been using this new Cellergize evening. We've heard amazing stories about Cellergize morning. And to that point, you took a really interesting approach. You know, instead of developing just one product that kind of does it all, you really divided it up into the morning and evening. Can you talk about the strategy behind that, and do our bodies have different nutritional needs throughout the day?
Yeah, speaking specifically about the evening formula, magnesium is absolutely critical. So we find most people, if you look at the studies, about 60% of the population has a magnesium deficiency. So that's a good place to start. And we know that there are easily over 300 different biochemical pathways that depend upon magnesium. When people are under heightened degrees of stress, it takes a toll on their body's levels of magnesium. And in addition, it's very difficult to build up the body's levels of magnesium if someone has a deficiency. So let's say that you have a very poor diet, you haven't been supplementing with magnesium before, it could actually take up to 9 months before you balance out your body's magnesium levels. So this is why it's so critically important to have this in the diet. And magnesium is going to help induce a state of relaxation in the nervous system. In addition, in the evening formula, the type of things to think about are what would be some ancillary benefits. So for example, taurine was an important inclusion, not only because it helps relax the nervous system, but it also has some significant anti-aging benefits. We find taurine located in the heart, in the brain, and as people age, the body's levels of taurine start to decline. So there's some very interesting research that we've been looking into, as well as other researchers, on the longevity benefits of taurine. So those are some examples. Nattokinase seems at first maybe an unusual nutrient to include in this. But the reason, which I guess we haven't ever talked about before, but I'll share it now. We don't have any of our lawyers in the audience. So
Made sure Doug didn't come. Made sure Doug didn't come.
Yeah, so nattokinase, of course, is very powerful when it comes to circulation. Meredith just gave me the evil eye, I can say it.
She's here representing Doug, I think.
Yeah, but if you look at this formula, we're obviously not going to be making this claim, but if you look at the literature, and you and I have talked about this on Lifewave Connect, because cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer, in addition to providing a formula that could help people sleep, there was the opportunity there to help people with heart disease and provide them with a product that could address a lot of these concerns. So for example, taurine is more effective than pharmaceuticals at reducing blood pressure. Nattokinase also reduces blood pressure and actually can remove blood clots from the body. Nattokinase will also dissolve the spike protein, which magnesium is known to help to manage healthy blood pressure levels, and L-theanine also reduces blood pressure. So when we easily could have marketed this as a formula for blood pressure management, but I think we're pretty safe marketing this for improving sleep, which of course is the principal benefit anyway.
You mentioned, yeah, thank you for that. You spoke a little bit about this today, and I know you'll be touching on it also tomorrow, but can you talk about, in our general health and wellness, the importance of sleep